Thousand Trails, San Benito Park, and I'm cruising back to our campsite. Oh, most of you already know we got a motorhome, but we're out camping now for the first time. And look at quail. This whole park has got a reputation for wildlife. There's more squirrels than you'd ever want to see. But supposedly wild boars and wild pigs and other stuff come through here. Lots of fun.
All right. What you're looking at over under that oak tree are wild hogs. Yes, they do exist. Wild hogs. I think that's a mama and some babies.
All right, the Wandering Otters, and thank you for joining us. It's been a long time, but many things have been going on, and I've been very busy.
I've written a letter of incrimination.
And Paul has written a letter of incrimination, charging some people in power, and we're not going to name them,
Right.
with being complicit with the whole COVID thing and mask and all the ugliness. And Paul's very...
And the second wave is called
the Delta variant. So, many things have been going on. I don't know if I posted it or not, but I want to say about 3 weeks ago, well, maybe 4 weeks ago, we bought a motorhome. Finally, we've been looking for years now, trying to make the right choice with just the little bit of money that we're trying to keep it to, and whatever you pay for a motorhome, certainly with a used one, but sometimes with a new one, with an older new one, you can almost double whatever you pay for it. Certainly by 50%. Your costs are going to increase by 50% over what you paid for it, and that's not an all bad thing. We allowed for that, so there are a few things wrong that need to get corrected, and it's not cheap. So anyway, let's cut forward. We joined something called Thousand Trails. There are 2 camps within an hour of Marina where we live. And we're at one of them right now. We've been here for the last couple of days, and we're going to be leaving tomorrow. This was just kind of our way of checking out the motorhome. This is our first prolonged, serious camping trip, and also our first experience using the motorhome's AC. Desperately using the AC. It's fairly hot here. It's in the 90s usually, and we are south of Hollister at San Benito Thousand Trails Campground. So if you're looking on a map, it's near the closest town, if you want to call it that. It's more like a watering hole. Is Paicines. Paicines. And yes, it does exist. No, it was really interesting getting here, and we're only about 25 minutes to Hollister from here, and so it's been great. We have towed our Honda Pilot, also known as the Millennium Falcon, with the motorhome, so we actually have the Honda Pilot, which you see us in right now, to get around in. Lots to catch up on, but today, or for this video, I just want to focus on giving you a little bit of a tour of the San Benito Campground here, okay? So, you ready, Paul?
Ready.
Come see what we see. All right, what are you seeing right here? That is the laundromat, and it's actually pretty decent. There's about, I want to say, 10 machines,
Yeah.
10 washers, 10 dryers, maybe 8. No, I think it
I
was
can
10.
cool off with the water.
Okay. Yeah, like I say, we've been hydrating like never before. It's not really necessary to hydrate quite so much in
And I
marine.
had a spleen headache the past 2 days.
Right. You know what? I have too. That's interesting. Okay. So here we are. That is the laundromat. Is up near the main entrance. I'll show you the main entrance in just to your left is some kind of office space, and also where you can fill up on propane certain hours of the day, which is actually a great convenience. Right there is the front gate. You have to have a code to get in. Overall, we've been very happy that.
Real big fans.
And then what you're looking at right there is the mini golf course. I don't think it's quite open yet. We do have a volleyball net. Hard to judge how good of a family campground this is and how active it is for young kids because, well, you know, it is what, August 10th or something like that, and many kids have gone back to school. Alright. Now, one thing that this place, you know, we've watched several vloggers talk about this place, and so far it's proven true. First of all, this is squirrel paradise. I've never seen this many squirrels, and I grew up in the country. We've got lots of squirrels. And I've never seen so many squirrels. I don't even know if it showed up on camera, but we just passed one.
Guide for us, song.
And then we also, there's also all kinds of deer and other wildlife, lots of different birds. We've seen quail, we've seen woodpeckers, so we saw those at Toro Park, if you remember. And then we've seen, wild pigs. And that's probably the most unusual. Just this morning I saw a mama and her 4 babies, and I thought I was getting it on camera, and I didn't. So I'm a little upset about that. And then right here is the dog park, the San Benito Bark Park. They're pretty cute. Here we go. Now to the right is used to be what they called the adult lodge, and basically that just was a place where adults could get away from.
But the COVID situation.
And well, COVID situation was probably other factors. They closed that, and now there's just one lodge.
Shame on them.
Shame on COVID.
Yeah. Shame on them and shame on
Now, this very narrow bridge, I actually took our motorhome and the pilot here, towing behind, over this narrow bridge, and I was really shocked that it worked. Pretty amazing. I was not bargaining for something quite so narrow.
Scummers, here we come.
Yeah, alright. So now, here's a bunch, you're going to see a range of campsites. The section that we're going is a lot of 50 amp hookups, full hookups, but there's also a lot of tent sites. So it's a really interesting combination and mixed. And you know what's I really like is they will allow you to pitch a tent along with your RV for up to 10 days. I mean 7 days. So you can have a tent. You know, your kids, if they like to be in a tent while you're in the motorhome, or whatever it is you're driving, you can do that. Okay. So this is I'm doing the outside perimeter of the campground. Like I say, these are all to the left, and some to the right are full hookup 50 amp. In case you don't know what that means, 50 amp is the most power you can get in a hookup. We're outdoor 30 amp unit. I wouldn't mind it if we were 50 amp because then we could run 2 air conditioners at the same time. But lo and behold, knock on wood, so far that hasn't been a problem. So far the air conditioner's been able to pretty much cool it, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Alright. They also have cabins here. They're about $150 a night for these cabins. Not sure if they have a bathroom or not. It'd be nice if they did. There's a few handicap. Well, we just passed the handicap accessible one. And you can see a lot of mature trees here. These sycamores, they've got to be, what, 70, 80 years or more older. Where we're from, Modesto, the high school there has some, I don't know if you call it trademark, but even historic sycamore trees in there. They're not even quite as tall as these. And those at Modesto High are going on 100 years old. In fact, I think they may have just turned it. Right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let it roll. Oh, they do have RV storage here. I'm on a wait list. You know, we are an hour away here from our home in Marina, but I had a heck of a time trying to find somewhere to store our motorhome. It seems like everybody and his uncle has gotten into RVing. We unfortunately do not have a driveway that we can store our RV. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna let it run and look at how old this sycamore tree is. My goodness, look at that. That's a grand old man or woman, whatever it is. Or non-binary, I guess.
Dan just quit, just give up, just to fix it. It's kind of degrading, isn't it?
Seems like it.
Are you like being degraded?
No.
Why?
Okay. Yes. All right. Hey, fun fact. That's our new motorhome right there. Right across the way, and it was more or less to my right, where I am right now, that I saw that wild pig mama and her babies. Fun fact. My goodness, Paul, look at that motor. The 1999 Winnebago Adventurer 37G, if you're keeping score. Paul, by the way, you haven't been having any trouble getting internet, right?
No trouble.
Yeah, so we get cell reception here. We heard from several different YouTube bloggers that there was a problem with reception here for cell phone coverage. We have AT&T, which is supposed to have zero coverage here. We've been doing fine. The lowest I've been is maybe 1 bar. So I don't know if they've recently improved it or whatever, or we just have some kick butt phones. I don't know. Oh look, look who's walking beside us. Yeah.
Don't have to be sarcastic.
Well, I'm not being sarcastic exactly. All right. Here's a deer. Little buck. Paul, somebody is a CB like Grandpa Ray.
Boots. CB?
Yeah.
Boots. Boots.
We need boots.
The boots. Boots. Slime. we're not 11 but thousands. That, I think it's a great slogan, great motto for, I think it's one of the greatest mottos. We're not 11 but thousands. Right, Dad?
Yeah.
Why are we not 11 but thousands?
I'm not really sure.
Standing up against hate. Right, Dad? Dad, tell them we're not 11 but thousands.
Not 11, but thousands.
Do you know why we're 11, not thousands?
I don't know exactly. Well, this, by the way, this section that we're in right here is the 30 amp section. One thing I noticed is slightly less trees in a lot of parts.
And I could have sworn I saw a white tree.
I think the 50 amp is more.
I could have sworn I saw a white tree.
Trying to appeal to.
I could have sworn I saw a white tree here.
What does that mean, son? You mean like the white tree of Gondor?
Yeah. Tell them what I could have sworn I saw.
Okay, so here is the lodge.
Yeah. Tell them.
And the swimming pool. So this used to be the restaurant. I have now turned it into the main lodge. You know, some parts call it community hall, community center. Go in there, there's a little bit of a free library, there's other activities, you can chat with somebody in air conditioning. Oh, plus there's free Wi-Fi there, so lots of reasons to go there actually. And then there is a country store, but oh, and then there's the swimming pool, of course, to the right. No hot tub, huh?
Bummer.
I think they used to have a hot tub, and now they filled it in. So hot tubs can be a challenge.
I think I see it.
Yeah. Hot tubs can be a maintenance challenge, and you don't have to listen to me, but I was in the swimming pool and hot tub business for 25 years. So
with your brother.
My father and my brother, yeah. So I know a little bit about it, and yeah.
And there's the country store.
And then right here is the country store.
Should we go in?
Well, no, it's closed. It's just open on weekends. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But one thing you got to be careful about is that Thousand Trails can be a glorified timeshare presentation. So you see to the right of the country store there is the membership specialist, and that's where they kind of are going to work you over, and there's different levels you can join.
Is that a teepee?
Belong to Thousand Trails. So
is that a teepee right there, I see?
oh yeah, it is, huh? A teepee. I guess this is a horseshoe bit.
Well, where's the horseshoe?
Well, you probably have to borrow some or
Or buy some.
Or bring your own. Yeah, or buy some.
They have to be made of metal, not plastic.
Yeah, to have the weight, I think so, yeah. So, yeah, there's a wild boar crossing warning right there. That's exactly what I saw this morning, but I didn't catch it on camera, doggone it. I thought I was catching on camera, and I did. So this is San Benito 1,000 Trails. That's the pool again, by the way, to the right, in case you haven't figured it out. Lots of little walking trails and stuff too. I don't know if Paul and I are going to get to go walk or not. So, we'll see.
And we saw that.
Saw what now?
And see this little
Oh yeah,
house.
there's a cute little gnome house here to the right. Yeah. Gnome house.
And that's the Grand Tour.
That is the Grand Tour. San Benito Campground Trails. Thank you for joining us, Raft of Wandering Otters. Susan's back at the motorhome right now. In the next video, I'm going to show you more of our new motorhome. It's still kind of a mess because we're still moving into it. So as long as you promise not to be judgy, I'll show you what we have of our motorhome thus far. Okay, so Raft of Wandering Otters, we will see you in the
Next one.
Thank you for joining us today at San Benito 1,000 Trails Campground.
Bye.